The 2022 NFL Draft coming to a close as the evening goes on. The Dolphins have already added 3 new faces to their roster in addition to the players they added in free agency. And guys, I got to be honest, this is shaping up to be a team to pay attention to this season. It all started late last night. General Manager Chris Greer noted how the game is changing. Guys are getting faster, so they need to match that energy on both sides of the ball. And it seems like they addressed that with the first pick. The Finns taking linebacker Channing Tindall out of Georgia. Tindall clocked a 4.47 at the combine, and that speed seems to be a recurring theme for the Dolphins right now. Even though it's still early in the offseason, the guys say things are going well. In fact, Emmanuel Ogbah told us the energy in the locker room was almost palpable, and it feels different as they get ready for the 2022 season. Welcome back out to Miami Gardens and Hard Rock Stadium, home to the Miami Dolphins, but in a few years, this will play host to a different kind of football. Miami getting the news this afternoon they are officially a host site for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Nobody expected the Florida Panthers to be in this position, right? Down 3-0, backs against the wall. This, however, is where the Cats thrive. You're coming out to today's game at Mark Light. They've got specialized milkshakes. This one is the Canisius College Special. It's got buffalo wings and ranch and hot sauce. I'm going to give it a try, Alina, and send things back to you in the studio. All right. Just 48 hours separated from the second worst home loss this season. Duncan Robinson going as far as calling Wednesday's performance, quote, unacceptable, and the Miami Heat are putting that one in the past. We're taking a break from the football field and instead giving a chance to give back to the community. And let me tell you, the vibes are good. Like I said, we're here at the Hard Rock Casino where Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is holding his annual Luau with Tua event. As you can see around me, people are already here grabbing their food as this benefits the Tua Foundation. It's safe to say Lewis Hamilton is a better driver on the track than he is on the green, but nonetheless getting ready for a big race on Sunday. Practices will get underway for the next few days, and then the qualifying race will happen on Saturday, and of course the big race happens on Sunday. We have made it to downtown Tampa ahead of a pivotal Game 3 for the Florida Panthers. The Cats gearing up to take the ice against the Tampa Bay Lightning in a must-win matchup. Now, we had a chance to speak to the Cats this morning at practice. The mood was light, the energy was good. How the Cats are embracing the comeback. That's later on in sports. Now, this diving platform isn't just unique to the city of Fort Lauderdale. That 27-meter platform you've seen these divers going off of, one of just 2 in the entire world. The other one in China. It gives these athletes an opportunity to train at the best facilities as they continue growing in the sport. Guys working back into the lineup like Markieff Morris, Victor Oladipo. Do you think that this team is maybe doing too much with the options that they have? Do you see any similarities between F1 and football?
Oh, no, there's none.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Joel Embiid, a guy who's still in the MVP conversation. The last time these two teams met, though, he was held under his season average of 30 points. So what does it take tonight, or I guess tomorrow, for the Heat to once again hold him under that point and keep him contained?
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Hailey Sutton. As the great Jay-Z said back in 2009, it's on to the next one for the Miami Heat. Is it hot in here, or is it just the heat? Miami ready to turn things up a notch in the playoffs. Well, the sun was shining at Drive Pink Stadium, but we did have a hurricane come through Broward County. Mario Cristobal leading the Canes in his first spring game at the helm. Keep making history. That's the goal for the University of Miami women's basketball team as they make their way to the NCAA tournament. And after turning heads in the ACC tournament, the Canes have more than proven they deserve a seat at the table. Yeah, and before the team left, Jordan Miller told us it wasn't enough just to make the tournament. They were on a mission. Well, we heard you loud and clear, my guy. Miller with the jam off the inbound to open the game. That would set the tone for Miami. Isaiah Wong with another big performance. He kisses it high off the glass for a 7-point lead. And if you thought Miller's dunk was tough, look at the poster. Jabari Smith on the Wong side of that one. And it was a special moment for Encarnacion as well. Check this out. Sharing a hug with his familia after the game, and an incredible debut just out for him today. Became the first player in the modern era to record a grand slam, a stolen base, and an outfield assist in his first appearance in the show. A totally different team than last week, Giselle. No Spo, no problemo. The Heat pick up their first win without Eric Spoelstra on the sidelines, and it seems like things are getting back on track and at a really good time, too, with the playoffs just right around the corner. And how about Max Strus lately? A few weeks ago, fans were clowning him on social media for his poor defensive efforts, but tonight, all they could talk about is his shooting game. And it's not just what Embiid can do, it's what he inspires his teammates to do as well. Take Danny Green, for example. Not a great shooting start at the beginning of this series, but he's been lights out since Embiid made his return. And I don't even need to talk about James Harden. He reminded us just how good he is tonight. 31 for the beard. Plain and simple, Ruthie. Embiid makes everyone better when he's on the floor. I mean, when you win 51 games, as my grandma likes to say, the proof is in the pudding. The major flaw I see is something we've already talked about, right? Digging themselves into deep holes and then having to claw from behind. Well, it was a star-studded week here in the 305 as the 5 fastest kids in the country made an appearance on a local and popular podcast, and their mentor isn't a scrub either. Gold medalist Justin Gatlin is leading these boys overseas, something no other American youth track team has ever done.
I was born fast. I've always been fast.
Speed. For these 5 track stars, speed is all they know. And when 5-time Olympic gold medalist Justin Gatlin is anchoring the team, yeah, you know they mean business.
I wanted to bring them from around the nation to Florida, be able to experience the quality of work we have here. So the preparation right now is critical for us, but it's fun at the same time.
And team pressure is already applying it. Better known as Honey Badger, Blaze, 2K, Jizzle, and Big O on social media, this 4x1 relay team will become the first youth track team from the United States to compete in an international competition. The team of speedy superstars will travel to Jamaica in May to compete against America's biggest rival on the track before crossing the border to Canada later this summer.
It means everything. I've never been to Jamaica. It's going to be a great experience down there, meet some people that live down there, make some friends down there, see what the culture is like, and just being able to run out there. It's a great journey.
To know that it's not a job to them, but a lifestyle in a way. Like, these are special kids. They hold each other accountable. They love working hard with each other, and I think that we can have a lot of success together.
While in South Florida, the group got the VIP treatment, from training like the pros at House of Athlete and making an appearance on the wildly popular podcast, I Am Athlete.
We put a lot of work into this team, and I'm just ready to compete and have fun.
I wanted to understand that now at an early age so they can take the time to get ready for that moment. They can build a career and a path for themselves and show what their worth is to the world.
And this is fun. While they were here in town, they stopped by the University of Miami to meet new head football coach Mario Cristobal. Ruthie, I don't know if you saw that kid's abs, but I need his workout routine ASAP. Well, on Thursday, the Miami Marlins participated in the league's ALS Day, dedicated to raising awareness to those battling Lou Gehrig's disease. The Fish taking it a step further, though, by gifting a motorized wheelchair to Carlos Mota, a Marlins fan who's currently battling ALS himself. It's a disease that Marlins pitcher Tommy Nance knows all too well.
It's a really special day for me and my family, and I know it's a special day, hopefully, for more and more families out there, just, you know, now that we're bringing more awareness to this disease.
Nearly a decade ago, Tommy Nance received the news no kid wants to hear. His father, Mark, was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, better known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. There is no cure, and the average life expectancy is 2 to 5 years.
I think it's a disease that doesn't get talked about enough, so we all think that it's never going to affect us, or maybe we've never heard of it before until it does.
Seeing firsthand how difficult ALS can be, Nance wanted to do more than just sit on the sidelines. So he did, joining the ALS committee and even working with the Marquee Sports Network in his rookie season with the Cubs to promote Project Main Street. He brought that same energy to Miami, participating in the team's wheelchair giveaway prior to Thursday's game.
I'm okay having my face out there for it. I know for a long time didn't want to talk about it. You know, my dad didn't really want to talk about it, but I think we've kind of grown in that we could hopefully help other people.
And obviously, it's a personal situation for him, so it's always good when guys are willing to speak up, use their platform, I think, to bring not necessarily awareness, but even bring money to the situation where people know about it.
Whether he's delivering strikeouts on the mound,
1 out, Nance deals, swing and a miss for strike 3.
or finding new ways to help the ALS community, Nance recognizes the impact his father has had on his game and hopes to make that same impact on those battling the disease.
There's a lot more important things going on outside of the field. Maybe you have a bad day, but it's not as bad as, what some people might be going through on a day-to-day basis. My whole life he's been, my biggest fan. Like, he was my coach in Little League, all through high school and college, like constantly, in my ear, trying to help me and guide me in any way that he could. It really helps kind of ground you.
Nance has appeared in 9 games for the Marlins, tossing 16 strikeouts through 11.2 innings pitched. He told me the best way to help with the fight against ALS is to get involved in local organizations and to donate.